All right, folks, welcome back. This road's taking us right here to beautiful Astoria, Oregon, right here on the Oregon coast. Now, when you think of Astoria, Oregon, you may think of a few movies that were filmed here, like Short Circuit, Free Willy was filmed here, Kindergarten Cop. But in my mind, when I think of Astoria, Oregon, I think of one movie, The Goonies. And we're gonna go see some of those locations right now.
My dad told me all about him. See, One-Eyed Willie stole treasure once, and then he got into this cave, and he's been there ever since, trapped. You guys, just what if this map could lead to One-Eyed Willie's rich stuff? I'm setting booty traps.
You mean booby traps?
That's what I said, booby traps.
I want to go home.
Don't say that. Goonies never say die!
Oh my God.
From Steven Spielberg. The Goonies.
Do the truffle shuffle. Come on! Do it!
So actually, before we do head off to check out some of the locations, I wanted to show you this. It's right by the Welcome to Astoria sign. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? All right, let's go on a little Goonie adventure. You're gonna recognize this as the opening scene of the movie. You're gonna see the guard come down here, and he turns this way, and right there is where you're gonna see Jake Fratelli hanging. But it's all a ruse. It's not really hanging. He's hanging by this pipe, so he never actually committed suicide. It's here where he knocks the guard unconscious. Oh, wow. And you're gonna see that sign. You schmuck. Do you really think I'd be stupid enough to kill myself? And the chase begins. Before we head outside the jail, I wanted to do a little tour around, actually, because there's other movie memorabilia that's showcased. You're going to see the jacket that Data wore in the film. Right there. Going to exit the jail cell area. Actually, before we do that, look. More memorabilia. Look over to the left. It's Sloth.
Rocky Road?
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff in here. It's hard to capture it all through the bars. You just got to come here and see it for yourself. Goonies everywhere, and I love it. Look, what's this say? I promise to believe in the Goonies and use my strength to always protect us. Brand Walsh. We're on the back side of the jail cells. Oh, look there. Some more. It's kind of hard to capture it with the this plexiglass here. There's a little bit of a glare. But we do the best we can, right? All right. Down this hall. As you're going to see right here, this is the back side of the cell where Jake Fratelli was hanging from the pipe. There's Data's jacket. And looky there. What does this say by Sloth? I pledge to use my strength and size to help my great new Goonie friends. Sincerely, Sloth.
Rocky
Look
Road?
at this. We got some One-Eyed Willie action. Wow. There's another cool spot right here under this Goondock sign. You can leave a little note for others to see as they come visit. Various questions which tell the Goonies why you're here. There's that. I love the Goonies house. What is your favorite memory about watching the Goonies? And when I think of the Goonies, and there's another one here that says, well, what makes you a Goonie? It's really a great question. Think about it for a minute. And drop the comments down below. Here's a piece of movie memorabilia from the movie Twilight. You guys can read that at your leisure. This is the sign it's referencing right here. They also have some of the movie posters of the films in the area, including Short Circuit, The Ring 2, and Benji the Hunted. Another poster of a movie filmed here in the area, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3, back in 1992. And here's some details about it if you want to pause and read. What's also cool when you come to visit this jail/museum, you can do pictures of famous scenes, like right here. Johnny. This is another area you can reenact a scene from the movie Twilight. Really cool. We have one more scene. Oh, this is from Kindergarten Cop?
Twilight or Kindergarten.
So I guess in this area, you can do a scene from Kindergarten Cop, which was also filmed here. Right over here, we have some props from the film, which you can see. There's the David statue. If you read right here, it's actually one of 5 used in the film. You look in here, we have more Goonies props. Not sure exactly what they pertain to. There's no tag on it, but there you have it. More movies filmed in Astoria. Of course, Kindergarten Cop. 1992's Free Willy. Pretty much seen all the movies, almost all the movies that were filmed here that we showcase, but I've never seen Free Willy. Yep, never have. And here's a Goonies arcade machine. It's not on, but it's there to stare at. Movie I didn't know was filmed here. It's a movie called The Road with Viggo Mortensen, 2009. That's where it was filmed, right there. No idea. This one here, 1979's The Black Stallion. also filmed here. Now from right about here, you see Jake comes running out, hops in the Jeep Cherokee that's waiting for him. Creates a firewall, jumps into the top of the sunroof, and then they speed off right down this road here. What we have here is a replica of the Fratelli vehicle. Jeep Cherokee, look at that. It even comes with bullet holes. In the back, well, there's the gas can, some spare tires, box of premium saltine crackers, Goonies.org. Yeah, pretty good replica. Ma Fratelli was sitting right there. Check out the front of it. They've done a good job preserving this place. Now you're going to see this pop up in the video from time to time, these markers. It's part of the Oregon Film Trail, and it tells you what was filmed here. For example, The Goonies, 1985. The historic Clatsop County Jail features in the opening jailbreak scene. The police pursuit that follows winds past many familiar sights and neighborhoods in Astoria and Cannon Beach. This was a working jail from 1914 to 1976. And down below we have a little "Did you know" portion talking about the Flavel House. Hopefully I'm not butchering that. Is a museum where Mikey's father worked as the curator and is featured briefly in the film. And we'll go by and take a look at that here in a second. Across the street from the county jail, you're going to see this massive tree. Now, the tree itself plays no part in the movie, but I just had to show you because it's massive. I mean, just look at the base. See if we can take a look upwards. Look at that thing. Amazing. What you're looking at right here, folks, is the Flavel House Museum. And again, hopefully I'm not butchering that last name. I don't know if it's Flavel or Flavel. I do not know. If you know, feel free to let me know. But this house shows up briefly in the film. That's right about here, give or take, across the street from the museum. You see the Goonies come around the corner on their bicycles, and they pass by Mikey's dad, Mr. Walsh, who's lowering the American flag from that flagpole right there. More of an up-close shot of the flagpole. See Mr. Walsh bringing down the flag. And this pole looks exactly the same. But what you're looking at right here is the Night Cancer Collaborative Center. This used to be the place where you saw in the film Andy was doing cheer practice right in the opening credits. So all this is now here. The field itself is now gone. However, you see those three houses in the center of your screen? You will see those in the background as they're working on their cheers.
Okay, so, alright, we're on the stage, we can do it. Next round, come on, put your arms up, put your arms up, smile, good, we got it!
So, at least that's still here. But the field that was here was known as John Warren Field, and it was in 2016 that it was torn down and the Night Cancer Center was erected in its place. We're here at the East Mooring Basin. More specifically, this is the East Mooring Basin Pier. Now, we can't get on the pier to match up any scenes from the movie, but there was one scene in the opening credits. You're going to see the Fratelli Jeep Cherokee come flying down this pier, but you're going to see Steph. She's bobbing her head in this big barrel of water and pulls out a crab as the chase flies behind her. That all happened on this pier. It looks like it's closed due to structural issues, so unfortunately we can't get on it. But I don't know if you heard in the background, there's some sea lions out there. Let's see if we can take a look at them. There they are, sitting out there. I hope these guys know that the Fratelli chase scene took place on that pier over to their right. I don't think they're aware. I don't think they really care. They're just out there living their best life, the sea lions. Yep, look at that. What a life it is. Oh, there they go. I don't know how good you can hear it on here, but how cool. Something you don't see every day unless you come out to the Pacific Northwest. That's right about here, in the center of this crosswalk. That's where you're going to see Rosalita. As the Fratelli chase is still ongoing through town, she's just trying not to get hit. But you're going to see that building on the left behind her. That is the Astoria Coffee Company. And a lot of those houses you see in the background as well are still pretty much the same. Maybe a different color. Structurally though, looks like nothing has changed. What you are looking at is the backside of the Lower Columbia Bowl. I was here at this bowling alley during the opening credits. You're going to see Chunk. He's playing some video game, and the Fratellis whiz by with the cops hot on their trail. That's when he presses his face up against the window and squishes his, I guess like a milkshake explodes. His face is all smashed up with the pizza, but it's this window right here. And look. Wow, a police chase. That's what he did. Yeah, he had a Pepsi and a slice of pizza. He's pressing up right here against this window. And the arcade machine, if you can see in here, a little bit of a glare, was right where those bowling balls are. This is right about the view where Chunk was looking through the window. You can see the bridge in the background. That building right to the left that says Sundial. Looking inside through the window where Chunk was looking out, you can see a little picture up there of him doing that. Then right below, we got some more Goonies stuff. Unfortunately, the bowling alley isn't open. Looks like it opens at 2, so that's another hour or so. We gotta keep trucking along here because there's a lot of space to cover from this movie, but that's pretty much it. That is the same bowling alley where Chunk was looking out at the police chase going by. Pretty cool being here. What you're looking at is the House of Mouth. It's only briefly in the film in the opening credits as the Fratelli chase is going on, but you're gonna see Mouth. He's in there helping his dad work on some plumbing under the kitchen sink. He turns off the TV, but he still hears sirens. And it's from that second window on the right side of the house that you're gonna see the Fratellis and the cops. They're going down this street right here. Here's a little fun fact for you. While we're on the topic of Mouth, did you know that both Corey Feldman and Corey Haim auditioned for that part? Obviously, Corey Feldman got it. And here's a little trivia question. Speaking of Mouth, what is the character's real name? It is used in the movie, but his real name is Clark Devereaux. I have to show you this house. We came across it on our way to see Mouth's house. And it is just so cool the way it looks. I don't know, it looks like, it looks like something that could be in a horror movie. It's that kind of vibe to it. But yeah, this has nothing to do with the Goonies. Just wanted to show you this house because, we both thought it was pretty dang cool. We're here at beautiful Cannon Beach. And it's right down this street, you're going to see the Fratellis come towards us. And you're going to see that building right there in the background. And they come right here past this wall, and you're going to see that wall there as well. And they come to a stop. That's when Mama Fratelli guns it and heads into the car rally. It's right down here on Cannon Beach. The Fratellis drive right into that car rally, and you're going to see that rock. That is Haystack Rock in the background as they're driving. And they take off all the way down this beach. And they end up over in that area over there. That's where the actual Fratelli hideout is, and we're going to make our way up there. All right, another fun fact time. June 7th, 1985, that's when the Goonies was released in theaters. Over in Astoria is Goonies Day, celebrated annually. Activities around town, they show the movie at the local theater, so fans of young and old can come down and enjoy those festivities every June 7th. We're making our way up to the Goonies house itself. They do welcome people to come by, take pictures, but you just can't drive up there. You got to park on the side street, follow the signs, and respect the neighborhood. Now, as we're walking up to the Goonies house, right behind me is where Rosalita is almost hit by the Fratelli car chase. Back there is where the crosswalk is. Straight up the road, it's the Goonies house. Now, let me tell you, there's a lot of Goonies movie locations videos out there. So if you're watching this, sorry, this is nothing new. It's just something I've always wanted to do and see. And I'm actually here. So if you're a fan of the Goonies and you're in Astoria, this is where you got to come to. Right here. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable that we're even here. As you're walking up to the house, just remember to obey the signs. Kind of gives you an idea where you can park on some of these residential streets. Just be respectful and don't ruin it for other people. And remember, Mr. Perkins wanted to develop this place into a commercial site. The Goonies saved their residential neighborhood. Be a Goonie. Making our way up to the street that has the house. You're going to get one more sign. Again, just be courteous. And once we see the house for the first time, the camera slowly pans around this way. The house comes into full view. There it is, folks. The one and only Goonies house. When we see this part of the house right here, it's up at that top window on the left-hand side where Mikey's hanging out. Just daydreaming. You see that top window, the center of your screen. This is Data's house. That's from that window that he zip lines right over here into the Goonies house. He goes right through that door, actually right through the screen door, I should say. You're going to notice right before Chunk does the truffle shuffle, see those steps coming off the porch? Well, in reality now, they lead off to the left. But in the movie, when it was filmed here, you're going to see the steps coming off to the right. But it's right about here where those flowers are. You're going to see Mouth in the doorway telling Chunk to go ahead and do the truffle shuffle. Happened right about the center of your screen where those purple flowers are. So once the Goonies figure out, hey, One-Eyed Willie's treasure could save the Goondocks, they all band together, tie Brand up in the house with his workout equipment. They run out here along this driveway. And then they head down that road off to find One-Eyed Willie's treasure. And it's right about here where Brand comes out and finds out his tires are flat. You're going to see a boat parked right up there as well. But he comes over here, takes this little girl's bicycle and heads off to get his brother. Welcome to beautiful Ecola State Park. It's right here. We're gonna see the Goonies come around this bend, get off their bikes, and it's here where they line up. The objects on the map. That's where they look over to see Haystack Rock. Now, where they do it in the movie, it's in this general area right here. It's hard to really pinpoint, but there's so much brush that's grown up over the years. But if the Goonies moved over to the left a little bit, you would see what they saw directly ahead. Now from here, it is hard to see Haystack Rock, but you're gonna see it. It's right there in the center of your screen. All the branches are kind of blocking the view, but that's it, way out there. Let me drop some more Goonies fun facts for you. So, at the end of the movie, when the kids see One-Eyed Willie's pirate ship for the first time, that was the first time they actually saw it. They were not allowed to see the pirate ship while it was being built at all. So their reactions you see in the movie are 100% genuine. Now, going over to Sloth.
Pardons. And now, the final crowning touch to this case. Take about a spoon.
He's played by John Matusak. Now, to get transformed into Sloth, it took him 5 hours in the makeup chair to look like that. Sloth.
Rocky Road?
We're up here at beautiful Ecola Point. And this is the area where the Fratelli hideout was constructed for the movie. Not a real building, only constructed for the movie, and we'll show you where it was standing. But here's another movie marker for the Goonies. And right down below, another Did You Know About Kindergarten Cop? The school carnival scene in Kindergarten Cop was filmed next to this parking lot overlooking the ocean. I mean, okay. Look at that view, huh? I mean, if I was a Goonie, this is the first place I'd come looking for treasure. Absolutely beautiful out there. So pretty. And look, everyone enjoying this wonderful weather. All right, let's go find the Fratelli's hideout. And it's right about here you're going to see the Goonies come up and over that hill with their bikes. And behind them you're going to see those rock formations. Now you can't get any further off the trail than this. It's fenced off, so there's no getting over to see the Goonies Hill. You're just going to have to see it from this trail. But that's about as close as we can get. It's right around in this area right here. When they finally start making their way closer to the Lighthouse Lounge, you're going to see the camera kind of pans down. You're going to see that wild, creepy tree. And off in the distance, middle of your screen, you're going to see the Fratelli hideout. Now, a good indicator to find this area, you just got to look for that tree. It's pretty distinctive, and it's right by the parking lot. So that's how you can kind of match that up. And it's right about this angle right here. It may not be exact or perfect, but you're going to see that landmass extending out, and then a little rock to the right of it. You see it right there. And this is where the Goonies kind of hide out, noticing this Lighthouse Lounge is not what they thought it would be. And it's right there. Use your imagination. It's where the Fratelli hideout was. And that's where that Goonie adventure all began, down in the basement. And that's where Sloth was discovered as well.
Rocky Road?
That's right, folks, from Ecola Point. The Goonies, what an adventure, huh? I enjoyed going to see all those locations. It's been something I wanted to do for a long time, And ever since I saw this movie back in 1985, it was just something that's always been with me. I love this movie, one of the best 80s and overall movies ever. Love the Goonies. If you haven't seen it, I don't know what to tell you. You're really missing out. It's a great adventure. So, with that being said, goodbye from beautiful Oregon, and we will see you down the road.